My buddy raises pigs.
Lincoln helps his father skin a freshly slaughtered pig. Making sausages is a family tradition, not their business.
Today we're starting the first process of making the sausage, which is skinning and gutting the pig. We're starting that today, and I'm going to invite a couple of friends to come the actual stuffing the sausage process tomorrow. And this has been a tradition in our family for a long, long time, ever since my grandpa was a little kid.
The Missouri River, and on its banks, the city of Hermann. Hermann has 2,600 inhabitants and was founded by German settlers nearly 200 years ago. That's why some of the streets in Hermann have German names, even though several of them are quite difficult to pronounce for the locals. It's a quiet, peaceful place surrounded by nature and forests. When Lincoln practices the trumpet in his living room, it's easy to see what people like to do around here. Lincoln's family is no exception.
Here in Missouri, we do a lot of hunting. It's not hunting season around this time of year, but we still have all these displays up that we have actually shot. They're not made of plastic or anything. A lot of people in Missouri do hunt. We just hunt. We only hunt things that we eat, usually. This is the gun I've used to shot my deer. It's a 45-70. You always have to check to see if the gun is unloaded before you hold it and stuff like that. As you can see, it has a scope on it, and yeah, this is a type of gun that you'd use to shoot some of the deer in this room.
For the locals, having firearms at home is one factor which makes Hermann such a sedate place.
It's a very peaceful town. It has a very low crime rate. There isn't very many burglars here. And if there were, they stay away because here in Hermann, a lot of people go hunting. So almost everybody has a firearm in their basement or somewhere in their house. And if a burglar does indeed try to break into a house, then they are allowed to use that to protect themselves. And that keeps the burglar at bay.
Hermann, Missouri is one of the biggest wine-growing regions in the Midwest, and Lincoln is the son of a local wine grower. Their winery has been a family business for generations now. When it first started, it was all German.
The wine came to Hermann whenever German settlers came to Missouri trying to find a home, place to call home. And whenever they found Hermann, they were reminded of their previous home back in Germany. So, like they did back in Germany, they decided, why not plant this, make it look like Germany? So they planted grapes and made wine.
Lincoln's ancestors also brought the tradition of making sausages.
Oh, you guys are doing fine.
There's a saying, you know, most people don't want to know, they don't want to see sausage being made. They just want to eat it. They know it tastes good at the end.
Lincoln's family tries to keep old traditions alive, something that makes sense to Lincoln too.
Well, you know where it comes from, really. I mean, you know, it's not just some factory or something it's coming from. It's actually you that's making it. It's tasty, and it's fun to do.
It's fun for the boys and a new experience, especially the way it feels.
Very cold. Cold and squishy.
The recipe is from Lincoln's grandfather.
He does the seasoning, and he knows how the whole process goes, and he oversees everything.
Before stuffing the sausages, they have to grind the meat. And it's not just the recipe which is old.
This stuffer was made in 1897. It was my great-great-grandfather's stuffer. We've been using it for making sausage ever since, and it still works.
And after a day's work, Lincoln and his friends have produced dozens of fresh sausages. Lincoln plans to give his family a treat next Sunday. Later on, Lincoln helps his father put up a fence around his pumpkin patch. He's hoping to get a raise in his pocket money.
Payment, I'll let him decide that. So I think he knows good payment-wise. I mean, I hope he pays me well, so we'll just have to wait and see.
What do you think,
The
buddy?
pumpkins are now safely fenced in. Father and son are satisfied with their work. Growing pumpkins is not Lincoln's hobby. It's his father's passion. Lincoln finds his dad's interest in pumpkins rather amusing.
My dad has found what I would call an obsession over pumpkins. He flies to many conventions and championships all over America. In fact, if I remember right, the world's largest pumpkin is around maybe 1,810 pounds. And my dad, he's only gotten to around 200 pounds. He has a little ways to go, but I have hope in him.
Lincoln himself doesn't want to follow in his father's footsteps. He wants to become a graphic designer. But right now, he just enjoys having fun with his friends.
If you're born in Herman, it's probably really, really boring for almost every kid. I mean, there's really nothing for kids to do in Herman. There's no movie theater, there's no bowling alley. I mean, we really don't even have, like, a real good place to hang out, really. So we pretty much find a way to entertain ourselves, as you have probably seen already.
The family is getting together for a barbecue on Sunday afternoon. The prize dish being Lincoln's homemade sausages. Lincoln has 5 sisters, all older than he is. He's the last child living at home.
You're up for me, buddy.
All right.
Wow. Good job, Dad.
Let me
Get that small little...
Here.
Is it good?
Yeah. I don't really plan on taking over the family business, but I have plenty of cousins and sisters that would happily take it over. It doesn't mean I want to drop it altogether. I mean, I still enjoy doing all those other family traditions like hunting and sausage making, mostly because they're fun to do, plus I would like to teach them to my kids whenever I get older.
The sisters brought their boyfriends with them, and a big family becomes an even bigger family. Lincoln is pretty happy because they like his sausages, and they eat a lot of them.
Me and my friends made the sausages for us to eat today, and everybody likes them. They're really good.
And when Lincoln's family gets together, it usually ends with a song.
Dun, 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 dun. You're bound to get served. Love's what I got. Don't start a riot. You'll feel it when the dance gets hot, hot. Loving is what I got. I said, remember that.